Here's a visual peek at the head-to-head between the 2025 Toyota GR Supra A90 Final Edition and the 2025 Nissan Z-NISMO, both fierce, limited-run performance coupes. Power and performance. Toyota GR Supra A90 Final Edition. Engine, 3.0L turbocharged inline, 6, BMW B58 B3001. Output, 441 PS, 435 horsepower, 571 Nm for 21 lb-ft. Torque, up 70 HP and 70 Nm over the standard model. Performance upgrades. KW adjustable suspension, 16-stage rebound, 12-stage compression, Brembo 19-inch brakes, Akrapovic titanium exhaust, Michelin's Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, advanced cooling, aero optimized in GT4 wind tunnel. Performance figures: 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.0s, top speed 171 mph EST. Production: only 300 units globally. Nissan-Z-NISMO. Engine, 3.0L twin-turbocharged V6, VR30DG. Output, 420 horsepower, 384 lb-ft torque, 20 horsepower, and 34 lb-ft more than standard Z. Upgrades: NISMO-tuned suspension, stiffer chassis, Akebano brakes with larger rotors, raised forged wheels, enhanced aerodynamics, cockpit with Recaro seats, and Alcantara steering. Performance: 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.3s, auto, or 4.9s, manual, top speed 157 mph. Availability: more widely produced across trims. NISMO starts at US $65,750 plus freight. Aerodynamics and chassis. Supra A90 Final Edition. Features GT4, inspired aero, carbon fiber canards, ducktail spoiler, swan neck rear wing, optimized cooling, subradiator, bonnet duct. Z-NISMO. Aerodynamics with functional downforce, front canard vortex generators, honeycomb grille, flat underbody, chassis braces for stiffness. Interior and exclusivity. Supra A90 Final Edition. Recaro Podium CF carbon fiber bucket seats, Alcantara and red trim interior, carbon fiber scuff and trim pieces. Ultra limited, 300 units, destined as a collector's item. Z-NISMO. Recaro leather seats, Alcantara accents, Bose audio, tech-rich cockpit with 12.3-inch displays, driver aids included. Broader availability across trims. Pricing and practicality. Supra A90 Final Edition. High exclusivity pricing. Precise figures vary by market. Yen 15M in Japan for manual. Z-NISMO starts at US $65,750 plus freight, making it comparatively more accessible. Cargo and comfort. Z, 10.2 cu ft cargo space, 42.9-inch legroom, the more practical choice. Supra, smaller trunk, 6.9 cu ft, and two-seater layout, more focused on performance purity. Verdict: which one drives your dream? Choose the Supra A90 Final Edition if you want exclusivity, manual feel, track-honed engineering, and a collector's piece. Choose the Nissan Z-NISMO if you prefer modern tech, slightly softer, yet sharp, ride, better practicality, and better availability for similar performance, and more driving versatility at a lower price. Both are beautiful celebrations of JDM sports heritage with very different approaches: raw analog versus refined precision. Ownership experience. Supra A90 Final Edition. Exclusivity. With only 300 units worldwide, expect long wait lists and collectors buying them immediately. Resale value. Almost guaranteed to appreciate, especially since it marks the end of the A90 line. Maintenance. Uses a BMW-derived inline, 6, and shared components, meaning service is widely available but costs lean premium. Insurance. Higher due to rarity and value, leaning more towards exotic car levels. Nissan-Z-NISMO. Availability. While not mass market, it's far easier to obtain than the Supra FE. Resale will likely hold strong value as the flagship Z, but less collectible than the final edition Supra. Maintenance. Nissan's VR30D TV6 is robust, but can be sensitive to heat. Track owners often upgrade cooling. Overall, cheaper upkeep than the Supra. Insurance. Lower than the Supra, closer to a typical sports car premium. Driving dynamics. Track versus road. Supra Final Edition. Tuned like a homologation special. KW Coilovers plus GT for Aero equals feels at home on a track. Manual gearbox rewards precision drivers, but less ideal for heavy traffic. Ride is stiff, bordering on uncompromising. Z-NISMO. Balances track capability with road usability. Automatic only, but with fast shifting and launch control. Softer than the Supra, but more forgiving for daily driving. Steering is precise though heavier. In short, Supra equals weekend track toy. Z-NISMO equals everyday JDM warrior. Design and heritage. Supra A90 Final Edition. A closing chapter for the BMW-Toyota collaboration, but visually and mechanically evolved into a race-bred icon. Wide stance, carbon touches, and farewell aura. Collectible factor is tied to the Supra's decades-long legend dating back to the A80. Nissan-Z-NISMO continues the Z car's legacy from the 240Z, 300ZX, 370Z, all about accessible sports car thrills. The NISMO version carries Nissan's motorsport DNA, with sharper styling, more aggressive fascia, wing, and NISMO-exclusive wheels. Future outlook. Supra. With the A90 line ending, Toyota may move the next-gen Supra, if any, toward electrification or GR Halo status. The A90 Final Edition will stand as the last pure ICE manual Supra of its era. Z-NISMO. Nissan has committed to keeping the Z alive for enthusiasts. Expect hybrid or EV versions later, but this VR30 twin-turbo NISMO will be remembered as the last analog-ish Z before full electrification.